Good morning students. Today we are going to study lesson number 6 of geography, and the lesson is population. Okay. So population is an important resource of any country. Okay, you know that. The quantitative aspects of populations are important for a nation's economic and social progress. Okay. So let us study the population of Brazil and India. Okay, now let me tell you population. You know that population is an important resource. Okay, so how it is important resource? The economic and social growth and development of any country depends upon its quantity and quality of population. Okay, if a country has excess of population, or if it has less population than requirement, it results in slow economic growth and development of country. If a country has optimum and quality population, its economic growth and development speeds up. In this way, population is an important resource. Okay. Now you can see these two figures. Number one figure is 6.1 India distribution of population, and here you can see figure B, India's population density. Okay, this is distribution of population. Here you can see the density of the population. Now children, you can see your population's density, okay, 2011 in your textbook, page number 38. So first you can see this color, it is light color, light cream. So that is less than 100, like Jammu Kashmir. Okay, this area is less than 100. So second one is, it is a little bit orange color. So that is from 101 to 250. Okay, the population is from 101 to 215. It means that the number of population per kilometer. Okay, and third one, this orange darker side, is 251 to 500, and last one is more than 500. So question is given here, state with highest population density. So you can see here this side, it is the highest population density. You have to see the color, same color you have to match, and you will come to know that lighter color means, for example, Jammu Kashmir. You can see Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand. Okay, these all sides are Arunachal Pradesh, and here Mizoram. So these sides are less than 100 population. It means that number of people per kilometers. Okay, so this is here, this side it is very less population. You can find out from here state with highest population density and states with lowest population density. Okay, so on the basis of the maps given above, classify the distribution population in India in the following table. So you have to do this, like, so you have to do this. Okay, it is given here on the basis of the maps given above. That two maps I have shown you now. So from that you have to classify the distribution population in India in the following table. So less than 100 means you have to find out. So you have to find out less than 100 per square kilometers from here, and you have to write in that box. So you can see the color, this color. So that is less than 100. So it is Jammu Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Arunachal Pradesh, Mizoram, and here it is Uttarakhand, and Arunachal Pradesh is here, this side. Okay, so like this you have to find out. Here it is given, correlate the climate and physiography of India with its population distribution and write a note on it. Okay. So climate and population distributions are closely related. The sparse distribution of population is found in the regions having heavy or scarce rainfall, or too high or too low temperature. For example, in India, the sparse distribution of population is found in snow-covered regions in Himalayan range as well as hot Thar desert. Similarly, in Brazil, the sparse distribution of population is found in the Amazon river basin receiving heavy rainfall. The dense distribution of population is found in the regions having average amount of rainfall and moderate temperature. So for example, in India, the dense distribution of population is found in Ganga plains, having average amount of rainfall and moderate temperature. Similarly, in Brazil, the dense distribution of population is found near southeastern coastal areas, having average amount of rainfall and moderate temperature. Now, geographical explanations. India's population was around 121 crores according to census 2011. India is the second most populous country in the world. India occupies only 2.41% of the land areas of the world, whereas it supports 17.5% of the world's population. India's average population density is 382 persons per square kilometers as per 2011 census. In India, population is very unevenly distributed. Physiography and climate plays an important role in the distribution of population. Due to the fertile land, plain land and availability of water, human settlements have been established in these parts for many centuries. Due to farming, industries and trade, the proportions of the population got concentrated in few places. For example, the northern plains of the country, Delhi, Kolkata, Mumbai, Pune, Bengaluru, Chennai and etc. On the contrary, in the mountainous hilly regions, dry deserts area, dense forest area, density is sparse because of inaccessibility, absence of facilities and tough life. Now observe figure 6.2a and 6.2b and answer the questions. Okay. Now you can see this population distribution. Okay, this is a map of Brazil and this is also map of Brazil. This is population density per square kilometers map and this is Brazil's population distribution. Okay, in dots it is given. So first question is, in which area is population great concentrated? Okay, so population is greatly concentrated in states of Sao Paulo and Rio de Janeiro as well as in the southern eastern coastal regions. Okay, so you can see here, by this you can make out Brazil's population's density 2010 per square kilometer. So first one, this is light yellow, which is less than 50 per square kilometers. Here it is 51,100. So it means 51, this can you see orange one. So this is 51 to 100. Okay. So it is per square kilometers and then it is little bit darker, which is 101 to 150. So that is little bit more darkest you can see. So this portion is more than 300 per square kilometers. The density or population of the people, density of the people over here is more than 300 per square kilometers. Okay, population. And this yellow part, it means that that is less than 50 per square kilometers. And this one is 300 per square kilometers. Population is 300 per square kilometers. Now second question is, in which area is the distribution of population sparse? The distribution of population is sparse in the Amazon rivers basin located in the northern region near equator in Brazil. Okay. Third question is, prepare a note on factors responsible for the uneven distribution of population based on study of Brazil you have made so far. Okay. Now for this answer is, in Brazil the sparse distribution of population is found in the northern region of Amazon river basin. Heavy rainfall, hot and humid climate, dense moist rainforest, lack of transport facilities are some of the factors responsible for sparse distribution of population in this region. The sparse distribution is found in the state of Bahia in Brazil, as most of the regions, its region is covered in rain shadow areas. In Brazilian highlands, moderate distribution of population is found. Moderate amount of rainfall and temperature, climatic conditions are the factors responsible for the moderate distribution of population in this region. The dense distribution of population is found in the states of Sao Paulo and Rio de Janeiro. Availability of natural resources, availability of transportation facilities, development of agriculture and industries, availability of minerals and etc. are some of the factors responsible for dense distribution of population in these states. Now next question is, identify the types of map showing distribution. This one, which type of map is this? The type of map showing distribution is dot method map, which you have studied in 9th standard. Okay. Now geographical explanation for Brazil. Okay. So Brazil is the most populated country in the South American continent with a population of around 19 crores. According to census 2010, it ranks 5th in the world. It is also the 5th in the world with respect to areas. Brazil occupies 5.6% of world's total land and has 2.78% of world's total population. Therefore, the density of population is around 23% per square kilometers. The distribution of population is very uneven in Brazil. The majority of Brazilians have concentrated within 300 kilometers of the eastern coastal areas, also called the coastal lowlands. Therefore, agriculture and industries have flourished well here. As a result, higher density of population is found here. On the other hand, the interior in the Amazon basin is very sparsely populated. Unfavorable climate, heavy rainfall, accessibilities and dense forest are the barriers to development of human settlements here. Therefore, settlements occur only in the few places in the Amazon basin. The central and western parts of Brazil is less populated. The density of population in the highlands of Brazil is moderate. Do you know, children, from 1970 to 2010, the growth rate of population in Brazil had reduced considerably. In 1970, the growth rate of population in Brazil was 3%. On the contrary, in 2010, the growth rate of population in Brazil is only 0.3%. Extremely limited population growth rate of Brazil indicates that population of Brazil may not increase considerably in the next 2 decades. Now children, can you see this population composition? This is sex ratio of this side, it is Brazil, and this is the sex ratio of India. Okay. So Brazil's ratio is from 900, then 920, 940, 980, 960, 980, 1000 like that. It is increasing. Okay. It increases till 1100. And the year it is 1961, then after 10 years it is 1971, 1981, 1991 like this. It is till 2011. So here you can see same from 900 it is starting and till 1100 it is there, and 1961 then 1971 there is 10 years gap in between. So 1971 to 1981 like this, so on. Okay. Now for this, with the reference to both the countries, the characteristics of population are prominently notable. Okay. The sex ratio of Brazil has been more than 1000 since decades. So you can see here the sex ratio of Brazil, it is more than 1000 since decades. It is more than 1000. Can you see this? Okay, it is up only. Considering the sex ratio of Brazil, the number of women have considerably increased than men since 2001. In India, men outnumber women. Okay. In India, we see fluctuations in the sex ratio since few decades, there have been a slight increase in the sex ratio after 1991. So after 1991 there is this side, here it is slightly, can you see here, increase in the sex ratio after 1991, it is going up. Okay, so that is why always remember, okay, save girl, teach girl is the need of the hour in our country. Okay, why? Because in India men outnumbers women, because in India men are more than women. Okay, so that is why. Now see here, this is age and sex pyramids. Okay, so here it is given age groups, percentage of population, this side is male population, this side it is female population. This is the pyramid of Brazil. Okay, so it is in the year 2016. Here you can see pyramid of India, same 2016. This side it is age group, males, females, percentage of population. Okay, you can see this graph looks different. Okay, so here you can see this graph looks different. This girl is saying, yes, this graph shows age and sex populations. It is also known as population pyramid. This is also known as population pyramid. And what is its use? It is used to study the age and sex related aspects of a region's population. Okay, does that mean that we can know the number of percentage of various age groups of males and females in our country? Yes, of course. This helps us to know the proportion of children, youth and the old people in our country. In this pyramid, we can see that the number of young people is more in both the countries, but the proportion of children is more in India, while proportion of people in the age group have above 80 years is more in Brazil. So considering the age of population, this Brazil's population is getting slowly older, but in India the situation is different. The proportion of youth in India is more. This means India has a higher working population. Now population growth rates. Okay, so this is population growth rate of population. Here it is years, and growth rate of population in Brazil. This is growth rate of population in India. Okay, so it's starting from 0, 0, 0 0.0, then 0 0.5, 1.5, 1.0, 1.5, 2.0, 2.5, 3.0, 3.5, like that. Okay, and here it is 1960, 1970. It is every after 10 years. Then 1980, 1990 and 2000. It is still 2000. So what do these graph shows? These graph shows the growth rate of population of Brazil and India. This is the growth rate of population of Brazil and it is for India. Okay. Oh, but here's the graph line is going down. Why? So can you see this graph line is going down? In 1960 it was 3.0, then it is coming down till 2000 it has come till I think 0.5. Okay, here also before it was 2, then it went up 2.5. It is a growth rate of the population. Now it is till 2011 it came down. Okay, it's correct. Though the lines show a downwards trend, it doesn't mean population is decreasing. It shows that the growth is lesser than the previous decades. It is like, you know, population is there but the growth is less than the previous decades. Means decade means 10 years. It is every after 1 decade is every after 10 years. Geographical explanation: the rate of growth of population has reduced considerably in Brazil. However, this is not the condition in India. From 2001 to 2011, India's population increased by 18.2 crores. India's population growth rate was higher till 1971. Then this rate stabilized. The rate of population growth is now declining, but the population is still growing. It is observed that in Brazil, the rate of growth is declining and Brazil's population is still growing. It is observed that in Brazil, the rate of growth is declining and Brazil's population may not increase in the next 2 decades. Okay. Now, life expectancy. Okay. So, this is life expectancy of Brazil and here it is life expectancy of India. So, these graphs shows the life expectancy of Brazil and India. Okay. Don't they? Can you see this? Yes, but what is the life expectancy? See here. Here in 1960 it was, the life expectancy was 54. Then in 1970, means after 10 years, it was still 59. 1980 it was 62. 1990 it was 65. Now till 2016 the life expectancy is 75. Means people used to live till the age of 75. Here in India, life expectancy in India is, in 1960 it was 41, means it was only 41. Okay, and then 70 it was still 48 people used to live, and then it was 1980 it was 54 age, and then 1990 it was 58. It means that here we can see that as years are going, means after 10 years it is the rate of life is increasing. Okay, like before it was only people used to live for 41 years, now it is 68 years. So this means the average number of years a person born in a country is expected to live. What is the meaning of expectancy? Okay, it means that expectancy means the average number of years a person born in a country is expected to live. This means that we Indians live for 68 years on an average. Okay, and yes, the Brazilian live for 75 years. Okay, the life expectancy of India was around 41 years in 1960. It means till 1960 the age was, the life expectancy of Indian people were 41. Okay, then it increased till 48. Now till 2060 it is like 68 years. The life expectancy of Indians is 68 years. It is an average. Okay, average age. Now geographical explanation for this is, increase in life expectancy is an indicator of development of that society. Improvement in medical facilities, progress in medical field, access to nutritious food leads to an increase in average life expectancy. In most of the developing countries, life expectancy is still less, but with socio-economic development, it is increasing. Do you know, children, increase in life expectancy indicates increase in social development of a country. Availability of medical facilities, advancement in medical sciences, availability of nutritious food, and etc. factors help in increasing life expectancy. Compared to developed countries, life expectancy in developing countries is very less. Due to progress in the social and economic development in developing countries, the life expectancy in developing countries is gradually increasing. Okay. In India, in 1960, the life expectancy was only 41 years. On the contrary, in 2016, it was 68 years. This increase in life expectancy indicates increase in social development in India. Now, literacy rate. Okay. So, this is the literacy rate in Brazil and it is in India. So it is from 0.0, 20, 40, 60, 80 and 100. Okay, and here also it is for India, India's literacy rate. Okay, so it is, we have seen here it is every after 10 years. Okay, so can you see this? So it's increasing, right? Before it was here, it is still 74.6%, then it is 80%, 86% and till 92%. Here in Brazil, till 2016 the literacy rate of Brazil was 92%, 92.6%. Okay, so it means that in 1981 they have checked literacy rate, then after 10 years it is 1991, then 2001, 2011, 2016. It is not every after, it is written 2016, it should be every after 10 years, means 2021. Okay, here also written 2016. So the literacy rate is increasing. Okay, but literacy rate of Brazil is 92.6%, and here it is 92.6%. yes, and here literacy rate in India is 72.2% till 2016. It is seen up to 2016. Do you know, children, Census of India conducts enumerations of population every 10 years. Similarly, in Brazil, that is IGBE, Brazilian Institute of Geography and Statistics, carries out census every 10 years. The first census survey of both the countries was carried out in 1872. Okay, in India, census is conducted at the start of the decades. It is started from 1961 till date. In Brazil, census is conducted at the end of the decades, means 1960, 1970, like this. So we have completed this chapter now. Okay.